This is the time. I promise. I think we did it. This is not the first time I've gone live. This is the 5th time I've gone live. But here I am now. We had some bitrate issues that we got taken care of, I think. I am now streaming in 720, and I'm knowing my limits, or more specifically, my internet's limits. So here I am. If you join us today and hang out, I am just building a Lego house today. This is an old set. The number is in the description. I can't remember what the number is. And this is my instruction booklet for it, and it starts on page 3 because I lost the top page. I have everything else on the inside, but I don't have the cover. So I'll hold this up and you can see a little better what we're going to be building today. I think you can see that. Well, actually, it's on the it's on the screen too, so you can see it there. But this is what we're going to be building today. My main purpose for doing this is just for myself. I'm filming a wedding this weekend, and I needed to also live stream it. And I haven't really done a lot of live streams, especially ones that are like professional and need to be good. So I'm testing out some live streaming equipment here. I don't really want to move this because we hard to get back, but I'm not gonna move that, but I have a big camera right there that is gonna be all hooked up. So this is pretty much what the setup is going to be. But I figured, you know what? I really want to build some Legos tonight. I want an excuse to build a Lego set. So here I am, building a Lego set. I don't know if anybody will join. People might be just hanging out doing Thanksgiving stuff tonight. I know some people, somebody I was gonna hang out with tonight is actually doing his own Thanksgiving tonight instead of tomorrow. So love to hear how your holiday's going. If you want to come hang out with me in here. We're listening to some Zelda music. Actually, it's more than Zelda. I've heard some Animal Crossing. There's a few things in here. If anybody happens to pop in, just let me know. If it's too loud, too quiet, I might bump it down a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to tell. So let's just get building. Again, no one may show up. I think I usually say that when I stream. I've only streamed a couple times, and that's usually what I say is like, oh, you know, it's possible nobody's going to show up, which is usually what happens. Occasionally we'll get some random spammer or something, but yeah, I'm just going to be in here building. We'll get some nice Lego sounds going. This house I like to build every year, almost every year. I actually haven't built it in quite a few years. I guess for some reason I now just kind of associate it with the holidays. I used to build this every year and decorate it for Christmas. Like I'd put snow around it, like just cotton balls and stuff like that. And then I would, actually the cool thing was I'd put Christmas lights inside the windows. It's got these 2 windows. I'll drag this out of the way so you can... Should I leave it there? I don't know if I should leave it there. It looks kind of silly there. Oops. Now I'm moving things I don't want to move. I am not an OBS expert, as you can clearly see. I think it'll be fine there. This is just a test stream. Just a stream to hang out. But yeah, I used to do this, decorate this for Christmas every year with cotton balls and put Christmas lights. I'd string them through the window and things like that. Thankfully, I had a very nice mother who would let me display them everywhere and not be like, oh, this is a really junky decoration. She was always very cool about it. So we're gonna build these trees first, and the trees kind of sit separate from the house. I have no idea how long this is gonna take me. I I did have some other things I wanted to do this evening, but I don't know. Sometimes you just got to do something relaxing, something kind of fun, something different. I actually had my very first fully caffeinated cup of coffee today in a very long time, like years. I don't drink caffeine because it stresses me out. Like, I get super anxious when I drink caffeine. And so finally a few years ago I decided I'm gonna stop drinking this stuff, and I was so much better for it. But I was with a friend today and he made me some coffee, and I wasn't about to like not drink this nice coffee that he made me. Totally missed some green pieces here. So I drank it, and yeah, sure enough, I was very, very awake today, which is probably why I'm doing this, not just a 5-minute live stream test like I could have done. Just doing like a full Chubby Pirate stream. But I haven't done any videos this month, so I don't know. It's at least something. Maybe somebody out there will put it on and enjoy it. And if not, I'm having a fun time. I honestly don't know very much about if there's much of a presence for Lego building streaming. I would imagine there is. I'm actually kind of surprised that's not something I'm into as much streaming as I do. Oh. Or as much streaming as I watch, I should say. It'd actually be kind of fun to watch people build Lego sets that I can't afford to buy. I don't know, it's quite the same appeal. You don't get the tactile enjoyment, the snap sounds. If I'm not careful, this is going to turn into ASMR. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if the Chubby Pirate brand is ready for that. Gotta get some more of these. My hoodie string is like, I don't even know if you can see this on there. It's like way pulled out on one side and not pulled out at all on this side. It's like kind of getting in my way. Is that the end of the bush? Might be it for the bush. All right, sweet. So we have the tree and we have the bush. So we'll set those up here for now. Just give us some nice background. Why not, right? Why the heck not? All right. Just kind of moving some things around on my OBS a little bit. There we go. Okay. So you're supposed to have two like half-size plates. I just went and grabbed a full plate because I thought it would be easier. All right, well, let's start laying the foundation. I do enjoy seeing how they change the Lego houses, because they do the Lego houses, you know, all the time. Hey, Brian Stanley. My boy Brian Stanley from the Journeys of Scientists podcast. Happy Thanksgiving. Everyone should go check out his sweet podcast. Happy little tree, that's right. This is kind of my this is my wannabe Bob Ross moment here. I wonder if PBS would give me a show where I just build Legos. That's the dream right there. All right. But as I was saying, I really enjoy seeing how the Lego house sets that they do so often, how they change them up each time and make them different. Like this is not one of the first ones because it came out, I don't know, early 2000s, but earlier than the ones now. And you can see like the variety of pieces is not all that exciting, especially white. I don't know, white's kind of an uninteresting color. So this house is very standard. It's a very standard build. There's not a whole lot, I don't want to say not a whole lot interesting about it, because I really like it, and clearly I've built it probably 10 times in my life. But they've really evolved the Lego sets since this one. They've really made them, the Lego houses, they've really done a lot with, I think. I also have the Lego Lighthouse that came out, I don't know, 2013, 2012. That could be totally wrong. I have no idea when I got that, but it's like a new set to me, even though it's not new anymore. Okay, we have the foundation. Oh, right. Right, okay, so we need a ton of these tile pieces. It's kind of funny, they give you like the breakdown of which pieces you need for that, but not for the tiles. You're on your own for the tiles. And now it's kind of coming to mind that I'm wondering if I pilfered any of these pieces over the years. I tend to not break up my sets. I tend to keep them like in their separate Ziploc bags, and I'm pretty intense about it. But sometimes if I really need like a certain flat piece and I just don't have it anywhere else, I'll go dig it out of another set. For a while I kept track of that in an Excel sheet, but like this, I'm almost positive this piece is in here, which you really can't see, because it's supposed to be one of these tiles. You can't see, I'm kind of keeping the tiles over off to the left here. So we'll see, we'll just see how far we get here. I really don't remember the last time I built this set. It's been, I was saying I did it every year, but I don't know, not since like working and married life. But you still gotta make time. Still gotta make time for some of the fun projects and things you want to do. For me, I never grew out of Lego. Probably never will. I actually know exactly what this is. This came from a Connect 4, like a travel Connect 4 game. It's funny how random plastic ends up in your old Lego sets. Actually, I recognize this one too. This is from a Mark Martin NASCAR Mega Block set. So this isn't even a real Lego, so get that out of here. Kind of hoping my dog might make an appearance later. She's sitting on the couch over here. I'm just at my dining room table. She very well might make an appearance. She very well might be asking for dinner pretty soon. Oh my gosh, really? Brian Stanley also had the Mark Martin set. That is crazy. I have bits and pieces of it. I mean, clearly I have at least one brick of it. I'm not sure where all the pieces ended up. Brian, if you're around and in the chat, what's your holiday plan this year? You do anything for Thanksgiving? All right, I think we have enough to start on this fine tile work. We'll see how far we get. I almost want to move the microphone closer, but again, then you have an ASMR channel and my mom would never forgive me. Actually, I don't even know if she knows what ASMR is. That would be it's a good Thanksgiving question to ask her. Mom, do you know what ASMR is? My favorite doctor listened to me do Lego ASMR last night. It was awesome. Brian Stanley is doing a Friendsgiving with a couple folks who are staying in town. That sounds nice. I did a Friendsgiving a couple years ago, and that was surprisingly fun. Like, you lose all the family drama, which is good and bad. I guess it depends on if you like your friends. That's the key to Friendsgiving. Do you feel about your friends like you feel about your family? I was homeschooled, so my only friends were my family. But the lonely life of a homeschooler. Nah, I had friends. At least that's what I tell myself. Sometimes I wonder if I'd just say that to mask the pain. Oh boy, this is gonna get dark. This is why I don't stream. We're finding this out together. Aha! I found like all my missing tile pieces. But we're still gonna need a lot more. So Brian, or anyone that may happen to still be watching, I said this earlier before anybody showed up, but I am mostly testing this just to make sure that all this equipment is going to work for a wedding live stream in a couple of days. So that was the real motive behind the Lego building and the Bob Ross presents. Why have friends when you can spend your night watching someone else do Lego ASMR? No podcast this week, just ASMR. I don't know, Brian. Is it sadder to be watching the ASMR or doing the ASMR? I think it's sadder to be doing it. There's like a tile stuck in this brick. Yes, there we go. Okay, this is where it always gets confusing. I still need a bunch more. This song is so goofy and I kind of love it. I think I've used it in a video or two before. course, this is all licensed. My original creation. That's a lie. Don't sue me, Nintendo. It's just so jaunty. I kind of want to take this song and like go on a walk. Just have this on my phone, like on speaker. Like not listening through headphones, just like walking down the road, listening to my jaunty song from Mario Paint. I wonder if tile work is hard, like in real life. Like, do you have to be really skilled to do it, or is it really not that complicated? To get all the tile exactly straight. I feel like it would be like putting stickers on things, which is another skill I don't possess. Putting stickers on straight. Aha. All right, one down. Like 15 to go. This is the scariest part. I'm not sure we're gonna have all these pieces. I suppose I could come back to it, like once there are less on the table. Almost done with the dark gray. And this is a very bland set, I must admit. It's not the most interesting. Wish you had time to build some more, wish you had more time to build some Lego? Yeah, I feel that. Did you build a lot of Lego growing up? What were the sets you were into? I definitely have several tubs of it in my basement because I've never given any away. Kind of a hoarder. At least when it comes to Lego. I'm trying not to be a hoarder on anything else because I really don't want to acquire stuff, but man, that all goes out the window when there's like a Lego set I really want. All sorts of themes. Mostly Star Wars from 2006 to 2013. Yeah, I definitely... So, I, like, as a younger kid, grew up just absolutely hating Star Wars. And I think it was my early hipster days of, like, all my friends like Star Wars, and it's all they talk about. And I'm not going to be in Star Wars because all my friends are into it. And then finally, when I was like, I don't know, maybe 11 or 12, my dad was finally like, son, we must watch Lego Star Wars, or we must watch Star Wars. And so we watched the prequels first. And then we watched the original trilogy. Sequel trilogy wasn't out yet. And then I was hooked. Indiana Jones. Yeah, me too. Which is funny because I never really liked the movies very much. Like, they were fine, but I was like a little too young, I think, to really appreciate the Indiana Jones movies. But yeah, those sets were sweet. I had one from the fourth movie, the really bad Crystal Skull one, that was like the Jungle Cutter, I think it was called, and it had these big saw blades that when you moved it forward, it would like the saw blades would spin and it could chop down trees, and it was really cool. I liked that set a lot, even though that movie, I think even then, when did that come out? Was that like 2013? That set was like, or that movie was so bad, but the sets were cool. Ah, you have the Jungle Cutter. Man, I think I have that in one of the tubs in my basement. Might have to dig that out. You like the indie? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, objectively, they're good films. And if I rewatch them now, I'd probably like them a lot better. I think it was just like, they're not violent movies, but they were like a little too violent for sweet, innocent little Noah at the time. Breaking Bad, is that so overhyped? Oh yeah, me too, exactly. I think that's the case with a lot of TV shows I watch, is I just like hate on them because they get popular, and then watch them and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that was really good. Okay, we're just missing one more light gray tile. Yeah, Breaking Bad is absolutely incredible. What's your favorite Indiana Jones set, Anthony, of your collection? I'm gonna guess this last remaining piece is like inside one of these bricks, like on the underside. I might just skip it and come back to it. And I have these extras here that I might need to use. I think I'm gonna skip it. Skip that for now, and if we can find that one last piece. I guess I'm kind of in the way. There's the tile work I've been doing. I'm trying to stay out of the shot, but then I can't reach the bricks. This was set up pretty hurriedly. Okay. I did this wrong. This is why I have my brick separator. Shanghai Chase. Get those cars every once in a while just to appreciate him. Just an all-around great set. All right, I gotta look up a picture because I don't remember that one. Shanghai Chase, Lego Indiana Jones. Oh, that's a sweet, those cars are sweet. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Yeah, those are sweet. The old-timey cars. I always forget that Indiana Jones is set like, I don't know, this is gonna show how unknowledgeable I am, like what, the 50s or so, the 40s? Oh, well, it's like World War II. Never mind. Right? It's World War II? That's a sweet set. I don't know if I've seen that one. Something so satisfying about those cars and minifigs. Yeah, I do really, like, the really big builds, like the tens of thousands of piece builds at Legoland are impressive, but I don't know. The things that I find really impressive are the small, more achievable builds, but that have really nice shape to them, or like really communicate. This is an old-timey car with very few pieces. No idea either. Okay. So it's not just me. funny enough, the only Indiana Jones that I've seen in probably the last 5 years is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, because my wife had never seen it, and I was like, oh, we gotta watch it. And it was about as bad as I remembered it being. Aesthetics over historical context. Right. That's more important. I'm more an artsy guy than a history guy. All right. So now we're going to start building up the house, and this is where it starts to get a little, I don't want to say like this the same, but it's very samey, just like building up the layers, but I suppose that's what you got to do when you're building a house. Oh man, this makes me want to play Mario Kart really bad. Mario Kart Wii. The first half of the film is actually great, in my opinion. I was surprised by how much I liked it. Yeah, I think like, I don't know, I think the thing people remember about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is like Russian lady gets her brain fried by an alien in the end of the movie, and that's like the takeaway. Like Russian Kate Blanchett. But there is like good action in the movie, and it's definitely over the top, but I mean, they were all kind of over the top. I feel like Temple of Doom especially is really over the top from what I remember. Honestly, a large chunk of that film is on par with the original trilogy. I guess I'd have to go watch them all again, because I haven't seen any original trilogy in a very long time. Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep like leaning into the way. I wonder if I kind of take like a more side view. I'm really scared to mess with my setup here after how long it took me to get this all set. Oh well. The whole Crystal Skull Kingdom or whatever is quite underwhelming. Yeah. Yeah, I think like it's almost a problem that it's so memorable for being so kind of wild. Is Shia LaBeouf going to be in the new one? Have they confirmed or denied that? Or are they just going to forget about him? Because I remember, like, at the end of the fourth movie, he, like, picks up the hat, and it's like, oh, is he the new Indiana Jones? And then Harrison Ford takes it away, like, no, he's not Indiana Jones. I always thought that was kind of weird, like, are they building up for, like, are they just going to keep making Indiana Jones, but now it's his son? And it seemed like, no, that's not the case. Avoiding any details for the next one. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Like just pretend not to care about it until it comes out. I mean, I feel like they announced it so long ago, and I think last I saw, I think it was still being shot. Have to go in blind into films you've never seen before. Yeah, I did that. I definitely did that with the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Like, I think I would always let myself watch the first trailer, and then after that I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to see any more. I'm obviously going to go see it. I don't want to be spoiled. Feels like years, yeah. All right, I'm looking for a 1x3. Oh, it's right there, right in front of me. And yeah, you said earlier, the whole jungle chase looks like a video game. I mean, I guess it's great set pieces for the Lego Indiana Jones game, right? I remember the video game for that. The Lego, the second one, because they made the video game with the first three. And then the fourth movie came out after that, and then they're like, oh, let's just make the game again. But they like redid the levels for the first 3 movies and had like 5 levels for each of the 3 movies, and then did like 15 levels for movie 4. Like really dragged it out. Are you a Lego video game fan? Like I guess more recently they're all kind of the same. Kind of more formulaic now, but it's a pretty good formula. It's a fun formula. So just replayed the 2 Star Wars ones. Oh, before, like predating the complete saga. The OG. Yeah, I only played the complete saga. I never played the original 2. The first indie one. I had the first indie one on DS. I picked it up not too long ago, like, oh, it'd be really fun to replay this. Like, I never quite finished it. But man, going back to Lego DS graphics was too hard. I couldn't do it. It just looked too bad. The levels were like really small and cramped. It was hard to tell what was even going on. But I did watch a speed run of the DS version of the complete saga. That was awesome. The first Batman one. Batman and like Justice League, that was another one of my, oh, everyone else is into Batman, so I'm not gonna be. And I like totally missed the boat on DC superheroes and Marvel, actually. I missed the boat on all of that. So I haven't played any of the Lego Batman ones. Oh, the complete saga for DS? Yeah, I had it on DS and I liked it so much that I went and got it on Wii too. I think I got both of them at Kohl's randomly, like the clothing store. They just always had like kind of the cheap, like lower tier video games, always for like a system behind whatever was new. The 3DS might have been out at the time I picked it up for the DS. Engaging too much here, probably slowing down my build. I like it. It's a lot more fun than just being here by myself. I was saying earlier, this is mostly a test because I'm live streaming a wedding, and I wanted to make sure that all this equipment worked. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll just put it up on the Chubby Pirate channel, and I want to build a Lego set, so I'm just trying to accomplish everything tonight. 2:13 in Poland. I was going to edit a bit more. Extend your break here. Well, Anthony, it was really fun to cross paths with you. Man, I hope you can go to sleep soon. I need to check out your channel. Are you editing? You may be gone, but if you're still here, are you editing for your YouTube? All right, there we go. I finished the first gray level. Now we're back to white. We also have to watch these flowers over here. Keep having to remind myself to sit back so I'm not like covering the camera. I need someone here to just like pull me back constantly. All right, happy little flower. Happy little flower. Let's build a little yellow one. Let's give it a friend. Had countless urges to do a stream, just building a tiny Lego set, potentially interacting with people. It did take me a lot longer to set all this up than I meant to. I was just gonna build this and then like cook some dinner, and now it's like past my usual dinner time. I was either editing a video essay or short film. Well, I'm gonna check out your channel. I don't think I've done that yet. I think we've interacted in the comments. Oh, brick film. Okay, well, yeah, I definitely Definitely have to check that out. Brick films and video essays. Those are two of my favorites for sure. Man, well, I will definitely be checking that out. That's awesome. But I hope you get some sleep, and I'll let you go. Wish I had the patience for brick films. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. That like makes my day. Thank you. I really enjoy it. Obviously, I don't get to put them out very often, but I don't know. I might get to put some more out pretty soon. I have more ideas for sure. I just need to sit down and get it done. But thank you. I appreciate that a lot. That's really nice. You are not being annoying. Not at all. Man, yeah. No, I appreciate you hanging out. So what's like your favorite brick film project you've done so far? Oh man, now I want to play Wind Waker. The problem is all this music is making me want to play all the games that these songs come from. Nostalgia bait. I am a nostalgia bait channel for sure. I just think about like, what do I have nostalgia for? My last one, Moop and Dreadly, that I did over the summer. That was kind of a weird nostalgia bait for me because I'd only played the demo, but when I happened to stumble across that demo, it like triggered crazy nostalgia just from that like 5-minute demo. And there was like nothing on YouTube about it. There are like 2 Let's Plays, and that's it. Like no one has heard of this game. And I was like, all right, gotta make a video about it. And that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of issues with it, with recording the footage, getting the game to work took like a month, just on and off, like talking to people that I'd never talked to before, just trying to get something to work. But when I was that far invested, I was like, all right, I guess I have to get this video done now. Not sure what's going to be next, but definitely more nostalgia bait. The Lego videos always seem to do fairly well. I mean, like, for my channel anyway. Get like 100 views instead of 30. And I really like talking about Lego. I love any excuse, like, as an adult, to get to talk about Lego. And my wife appreciates it too, that I can talk about it in another form besides just talking to her. Well, if you have any suggestions for things that would trigger your nostalgia bait, let me know. Oh, I messed up here. What did I do wrong? Or am I looking at the wrong? Oh, I've been like, I think I was looking at the wrong page. Favorite brick film project? Not sure. Only done 2 since returning to the forum. She is a keeper, for sure. The fact that she lets me do silly stuff like this, I appreciate. I kind of want to do something with Club Penguin. I've been thinking about Club Penguin a lot lately. Maybe just like with the colder weather here. And this is all like the holidays were always when I got really into Club Penguin with my sisters. But I don't know, I feel like there's still quite a few videos about Club Penguin, and maybe that means I should make content about it if people are interested in it. I have a knack for making content in subjects that people aren't interested in, but I'm interested in. You're on a brick film rush, release some unintentionally hilarious stuff. Like unintentionally because it was like lower quality. I have one, well, I guess I made maybe 3 or 4 brick films in my time, but they were all like 20 seconds and then I'd get bored and quit. I did not have much of an attention span. Oh, yes, that's right. I knew I recognized your profile picture. So about that, I am actually hopeful about that. The Lego Train Heist Flash game. I'm actually somewhat emailing a little bit back and forth with the developer that created that Flash game initially. And unfortunately, he's really busy right now, but he told me that, like, hey, contact me again in a little bit when things have kind of slowed down, and I might actually be able to find it. So I'm hopeful I might be able to get something out of that. Even if he can, like, just find the assets or something. Like, I'm a web developer, that's kind of my day job, so even if I can, like, get the assets or get, like, the script. I know someone's, like, kind of recreated the script online, but it's not exact. I might even be able to just build, like, a little website that recreates it. So I'm hopeful about that. I've had to write him a few times, and it just sounds like he's really busy, but I'm glad I can report good news on that I actually have worked on that from that comment you sent me. Because as soon as you commented that, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was awesome. So I'll let you know. Hopefully in the next month. I feel like it'll either happen in the next month or it'll never happen. It is the holidays now, so it might be even harder to get a hold of this guy, but we'll see. I'm still hopeful. All right, I messed up here. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I just finished. Okay. So I'll probably let you know either way. Like I'll send you a comment back if he just gets to me and he's like, yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing left of that project, but I'm hopeful he still has it on some hard drive somewhere. Continue being hopeful. Yeah, I'm trying to be hopeful about it. Yeah, in my message to him, I was like, hey, thank you. Just so you know, there are like people all these years later that really want to see this because people really enjoyed it. Like it really stood out in their childhood as something cool. I wanted him to know, like, you probably had fun putting this together. Like getting to work for Lego would be awesome, but just know, like, there's still people that are excited about what you made and remember it all these years later, even if Flash is kind of a dead medium at this point. Can't even run Flash anymore. Which is why I'm probably going to end up, if I can get the assets, like recreating it in something that's not Flash. Use you as an example? Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell him. I have a new friend in Poland that needs this. Such a faint childhood memory can mean so much. That is absolutely true. Yeah, and I probably spent a little too much time on Lego.com as a kid. I've also thought about, oh, maybe that'll be my next video. Now I'm feeling inspired. I really wanted to make a video about Lego Flash games because I did one on Backlot, which was like my favorite Lego it wasn't Flash, but my favorite online Lego game. And I kind of just want to do a video about all the Lego Flash games, like Junkbot, the Knights Kingdom games. There's some Lego Racers ones. Just kind of do a variety video about a bunch of different ones and talk about them. Man, maybe I'll work on that this week. That would be really fun. Cartoon Network Flash games. Yeah, I think I was probably on there a little bit. I didn't really grow up with Cartoon Network, but yeah, I can remember the website. Oh, thank you. Your favorite video of mine. That was probably one of my favorite to make. That was a lot of fun to put together. There's one scene where, yeah, I get in a shower fully clothed and turn it on, and I committed to that, and that was pretty fun. I remember, because my wife was my girlfriend at the time, and I remember texting her just that video, like out of context, like, hey, look what I did. And just me getting in a shower fully clothed and turning it on and staring at the shower head. She was like, what are you working on? Like, oh, you'll see. All right, I'm missing a piece. I feel like I should be able to see like a round 2x4. Well, let's improvise. We'll say there's like a street light here. Our relationship sounds really comfy. Aw. That's a good word. That's actually a good word to describe it. I'd accept that. Our relationship is comfy. Well, we'll fill in that piece if we can find it later, but I'm pretty well convinced there are going to be some missing pieces as old as this set is. But we're making pretty good progress. Oh, we're missing another garden. Yeah, she's definitely rare. All right, now I'm missing all my dirt. Aha. This might be the first song that I don't actually know where it came from. Got a bit of a dilemma for your next Lego purchase? Ooh, what's the dilemma? Not sure whether to buy an actual set, something like that house actually, or just a bunch of bricks. Ooh. Yeah. Thinking ahead for another brick film. Yeah, I guess it depends on... So do you mix all your sets together? Like, do you mix all of your Lego bricks together? Or do you keep, like, the sets separate and then have some loose? Because I keep all my sets together in their own bags. Or I keep all my sets separate in their own bags. And then I have just, like, a bunch of loose Lego bricks. Takes place inside a little home. I guess I don't know what like creator houses are out right now. There's always a house set, at least one Lego house set. And you can customize those pretty well to kind of build your own house. Like you could build any kind of house with these bricks. It doesn't have to be exactly the one in the instructions. Most of your collection is stored in England, back where you used to live, or now only your mother lives. Oh man, so you're kind of back building your collection from scratch. Gather some of that collection piece by piece every time you visit. Have you been, I guess this is showing my my cultural ignorance, but are you able to travel much from Poland right now with the pandemic, or are you pretty well stuck there? You have most of your minifigure collection? Yeah, that's important. Gotta have the minifigs. Half of your indie collection, including your Jungle Cutter. Okay, I'm looking for a red stud in this mess of red. Started collecting again. Yeah, I've really tried not to start collecting again, but there's so much cool stuff coming out right now. It's so expensive, but man, there's just a lot of cool stuff. Technically you could, but kind of can't. Yeah, I haven't been out of the country since the pandemic. I would like to. Someday. And I think I think I could, but. Yeah, Harry Potter, that's one of those themes, like Star Wars, that just never dies. They're still making those sets. Look, there's so much from the Harry Potter universe to pull. I wish they'd kept the Lord of the Rings sets going. Like, I wish that was kind of an ongoing. I know there's not as much of a market for it, but man, I definitely would have bought more Lord of the Rings sets. All right. And for this last brown brick. Aha. Okay, we have like the tree base. You never watched Lord of the Rings. That's okay. I'll forgive you for that. Even worse, the only film you watched was the first Hobbit. Well, that's probably why you never watched The Lord of the Rings, is you saw The Hobbit and you're like, okay, that's fine, and then just never watched. I mean, I think pretty much everyone agrees that the Lord of the Rings movies are much better. And I think they still hold up. You really want to watch them? Yeah, do it. They still hold up. I mean, the first one came out like very late 90s, I think. But they're still really good. I watch them every year. I have like the extended editions that are all 3.5 hours long, and I'm a fan. Too young when you saw The Hobbit, though. And I don't hate the Hobbit movies. I think they're fine. I think the Lord of the Rings ones are better, but you think you enjoyed it but can't remember anything apart from CGI rocks. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. I'd suppressed that. You're right, when they're like on the mountainside and the rocks. I'd forgotten about that. All right, I can't really. I need to scooch up. I need to scooch up a little bit. So we have this nice little fence now, starting to come together, getting pretty close to being time for the roof. The fence and the garden. scoot that over there. All right. Now let's build the last layer of the house. Or mountains. I think you're right. I think they were rocks. Like they're climbing, like on a cliffside. They're climbing mountains, but it's just like the big rock people that are throwing stuff at each other. It's all very, I don't know. I haven't watched those movies in a while. Looking good. Thank you. Yeah, it's coming together. I should have shown, but I don't have them with me. I'm gonna get some like little tiny lights to put in the windows. I remember the Lego Club magazine did it one time. They had this exact set, and they put like little lit up candles in the windows or something, and I always thought that was a really cool look. I think that's what inspired me to do this initially. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller, or just tuck myself up. As the build is getting bigger, we need more room. We don't need to look at me. I'm gonna remove the house for now too. Maybe push, let's see, how should I do this? Push this over, push that over a little bit. Yeah, that'll work, I think. Let me adjust this a little bit. Well, I think the good news is I think the wedding's gonna be all right. The wedding live stream. You can see the iPad with your chat a little bit. I can almost guarantee you'll laugh out of this. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't watch. Like, I won't be able to show it on the screen because I have a Mac and like the desktop audio is not working. You have to do all kinds of like weird hacking to get Mac with the streaming software to like play audio, but yeah, if it'll let you share links in the chat, absolutely send it. Oh, it's your video. Yes. I don't know. I think I can find the good in most brick films, no matter how old. I just have so much admiration for anybody that does it. I don't think the link came through. If you sent the link, it's not in the chat. Maybe that's, I don't know, I haven't really messed with any of the settings, but it might be disabled. Is it on your YouTube channel? I'm definitely going to check out your channel after this stream. Okay. Put some of these on now. It's on your channel. Okay, sweet. Old channel. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. I'll look that up after this. Sorry if I wouldn't let you share it. Man, been streaming for an hour? Oh my goodness, I'm having too much fun here. Lego Wolverine movie from 2009. Get a decent laugh out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna look forward to that. I'll definitely check it out. It's only 6:45 here in the U.S., so I've got plenty of night left over here. What is that Lego set number? Simple builds like this. It is, I can tell you. It's also in the description. I think I put it in the description. Where did I put that? Go to my history. 4886. Yeah, this is a very good simple build. Like, I guess I was kind of being down on it earlier for being a simple build, but it is just like a very nice standard Lego house. Like it's not like a beach house, or I was talking earlier about a lighthouse I used to have, or the log cabin I have. Like just a house. Yeah, 4886. Yeah, I wonder about finding this on eBay. It'd be interesting to look this up and see like used or new what this goes for. Lego sets can be quite the investment. But the thing is, like, I don't want to sell this. I just don't want to sell my Lego collection ever. Oh no, we need more of... Oh, I do remember this. I was short some tiles, so I have these dark gray tiles that are not supposed to go here. But I ran out of light grays, or lost a bunch of them, I should say. Second-hand marketplace for around $40. That's not bad at all. I have no idea what was paid for this. I'm pretty sure my mom bought this for me for a birthday or Christmas at some point. It is amazing what some of the old sets go for now. Why would I ever want to sell my Lego collection? Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I always wondered if someday that would change, where like the switch would flip and I'd say, I'm an adult now. Let me sell this plastic and make that money. But really, I feel like if I had more money, the thing I would buy would be Lego. So, like, I don't know, my taste never changed for like fancy cars, or I don't know what people spend their money on, but if I had more money, I think I would just be buying more Lego. Sentimental set. Yeah. It is kind of fun to remember. Where did this set come from? Like, who gave me this set? Or did I save up my money and buy the set? Lego Scooby-Doo. I didn't even know there ever was Lego Scooby-Doo. How did I miss that? Oh, ha! This piece I've been looking for forever just fell out, like, fell right out of something. Must have fallen out of this piece or something. I'm not sure where that came from, honestly. Great, well, that's the piece I needed. Super expensive now for the Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I bet. That does seem like one that would definitely resell very expensive. Like any of the branded stuff. The Mystery Machine. Lego Mystery Machine. Okay, I'm looking that up right now. Man, I missed the boat on this. Oops. Typed in the wrong thing. So this wasn't like a Lego Ideas. Yeah, this is just a real... Wow. Oh, that's... Oh, cool. I'm going to throw this up on screen too. Whoa, too big. Way too big. Yeah, that is amazing. Not very big too, so that's like an achievable. It's not like a $250 build or anything. Like, it's pretty inexpensive. That's cool. I still feel like I'm way off here. All right, we're getting pretty close. 70s vibes recently. The 70s vibes of Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I love Scooby-Doo. Or just 70s vibes in general. Very colorful era, I suppose. Or like, I don't know, very distinct. All right, we can finally finish that tile piece that's missing. And we have one more tree. It's actually, it's like, in the instructions, it's a little crooked. My instructions are really bent. It's kind of a problem. So I'm gonna put the tree kind of off axis a little bit. It gives it a little more life and creativity. That's cool. Great, okay. So, just checking it over one more time, but I think we're done. Well, done except for the roof. So I'm gonna put this over here. Put it up where it's in view, but now we're gonna work on the roof. Oh, that's funny that you say Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because my wife and I just watched that movie last month. We watched the 90s one though, or 2000s. It didn't come out that long ago. I think in the early 2000s. But we looked up the trailer for the 70s one, and we were like, that looks interesting. Like, I would consider watching that. I think one Chainsaw Massacre was enough for her, but 70s movies, they're a vibe. I guess Star Wars is a 70s movie. Oh, this is party music you've got playing now. So this roof is kind of giving me flashbacks. I used to build the set like on the carpet in my bedroom floor. And this part was just impossible on carpet because it's like, you need a flat surface for this. So this is actually going so much easier. Having an actual wooden surface to build on. Watched it for the very first time in September, then rewatched at the start of October because you loved it that much. Oh wow, that's commitment. Yeah, that was, I liked the new one. Newer, it's pretty old now, but it's a good typical slasher idea. You would definitely recommend the 1974 original, Essential Cinema. I'll check it out. Maybe next Halloween, we'll go back to the original, because I think there are quite a few like based on Leatherface and things like that. We just kind of picked the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at random. It was the one I owned, and I only owned because it was like $1. And I bought it at some point. I don't even really know why. It's not super my kind of movie, but it was $1 and I couldn't pass it up. Ended up watching the whole franchise afterwards. Nothing came close to the 1974 one. Oh, well, that's good to know. That's interesting. So, because I watched let's see, what year did that come out? The one I watched came out in 2003 was the one I watched. Is that like, is that one of the better ones? Or is that not one of the better ones? Like, did we watch one of the worst ones in the series? Okay, one of the better ones when it came to the spin-off reboots. Okay. Yeah, because I still thought it was pretty well done. Pretty well acted and stuff like that. Let me move everything closer to me. Everything's far away. The sequel to the one I watched. Does it have any of the same characters? I mean, besides Leatherface, I guess? I guess it's kind of based around him. But probably none of the... Well, I guess everybody died except for the one girl. So that answers that question. Sorry, spoilers to... I don't think there's anyone else in the chat, but... The Beginning, it's called. Huh. I think I did a little bit of research after we finished the movie, and I think I remember seeing that one, but I didn't look at it that closely. Yeah, just tell me. I'll probably, on your recommendation, not watch it, I guess. Oh, it's a prequel. I guess that's why it's called The Beginning. That makes sense. Oh, the sheriff guy. It just felt very redundant. Yeah, because once you've done it once, it's kind of just the same thing, I'd imagine, unless you really, really shake up the plot, which it doesn't really sound like they did. I assumed the sheriff died because he got run over a few times, but... Right? Yeah, he gets like run over several times. He was creepy. He was a creepy guy. My wife was really not into him. Yeah, it did have creative parts. I thought on the whole it was pretty good. I'm sure it's very different from the 70s one, but... Alright, looking at this back, okay, it's just the same. Oh, right, yeah, if it's a prequel, yeah, he would still be alive. Different group of conventionally attractive teens. Who I assume mostly all die in various morbid ways. We got some Sonic music now. Yeah, it was very unlike us to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I don't know, the October mood hit us and just had to go for it. I suppose you have to broaden your horizons a little bit every now and then. Watch something that you wouldn't typically watch. The slopes are so satisfying. Yeah, I really enjoy this internal work where you have to be really careful that you're building on the right level and like looking at the right step, and it's very satisfying to me when you do it right. Halloween is your favorite time of the year? Yeah. I think I definitely know a lot of people that feel that way. Like, it's a much less stressful holiday than Christmas time, and I mean, even Thanksgiving, which we have tomorrow, is a pretty stressful for a lot of people, like trying to prepare a lot of food. I got to bake a few pies today, so I'm ready for Thanksgiving dinner with my family tomorrow. The entirety of October is Halloween season. Yeah, I mean, as soon as October 1 hits, I think you're allowed to hang up your decorations. What is that? This is the stream's not very good. It's like a old rubber band that snapped. Lego in general is very satisfying. That is true. Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly. It's just the most satisfying toy. The sounds, the very tactile feel, and then you build something really cool in the end. Halloween is just chill, yeah. You don't see people getting stressed about Halloween too much. Maybe people do, but I think in general it's a more chill, easygoing holiday. Well, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I had no idea how this would go, or if I would just be sitting here in silence building. And if so, that was going to be fine, but it's been kind of fun to have a few people in chat to hang out and talk to. Just sitting here building some Lego. Some Purist Customs. A bunch of characters from Twin Peaks: The Return. Oh! Twin Peaks I need to get into. And the new show. Is the new show over? Was it just a season, or is it continuing? I still haven't watched the original Twin Peaks, but it's been on my list for a long time, because I think I would really like it. It seems up my alley, from what I know about it. Well, thanks for hanging out. Oh, I messed up. How'd I mess up here? Oh. Don't say anything about Twin Peaks. Best to go in blind. It's your favorite work of art. I've heard that from a lot of people, that yeah, you don't want to know too much about it. You just want to go in and enjoy it, and it's a weird show from what I hear. The Return is over. It's the 3rd season. Okay, so it was just a season. Was it good? Like, did it live up to what came before? I guess I never really heard if people liked it, or but yeah, I think I'll definitely check out that show at some point. All right, are we done? Oh, one more. These steps I think are really easy to miss specific pieces on, because it's also very similar, but you have to get the structure right. From what you've heard in passing, really, it was very divisive. That makes sense. I can imagine that. I would think like a show that's kind of hit that cult classic phase, people would either really love it or really hate it. Personally, you loved it, though. It's your favorite season. Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome when like something comes out so many years later, you think it's like totally dead and you're never gonna revisit, like they're never gonna do any more with Twin Peaks, and then they do, and you really like it. That's awesome. I'm trying to think if I've watched any shows that it wasn't nearly the gap, but like when Clone Wars came back, I thought that was pretty good. I was glad that they brought Clone Wars back for a season. Rewatched it 3 times already, despite wanting to see so many TV shows. Yeah, there are a lot of TV shows on my list, but I kind of just watch the same stuff over and over. I'm definitely a victim of that as well. We're getting pretty close here. Oh. Bumped the mic. No one heard that, right? My wife just asked me what I was up to, so I'm sending her the stream. Oh, is that on Disney Plus? Like the original Clone Wars? I have not seen that, but I've heard really good things. Like I know a lot of people prefer it to the new Clone Wars. I know those are very different shows, but I thought I read that they were bringing that to Disney Plus at some point, and I would really like to watch that. And it's not very long either, I don't think, right? Still have your DVDs. That's the way to do it. You know, this is really sad, but one time I went to the library. Oh, pieces running away. Okay. I placed a hold at the library for the Clone Wars DVD. And I thought it was the movie, because I really wanted to watch the new animated movie. And then I showed up and picked up the DVD, and it was the old 2D animated Clone Wars show. And I just like put it back. I was like, I don't want to watch this. And I probably missed out on something really, really special. Really great. And I just didn't watch it because I was like, this isn't 3D. This isn't what I want to watch. Piece rolling off. I'm glad you could see that. That's funny. Thanks for the heads up. There's probably enough of a stream lag where you probably wouldn't be able to notify me in time. Yeah, I missed out. Yeah, the decisions we make as young kids sometimes. All right, I feel like I'm missing another one of these pieces. I'm gonna have to just leave that. I'll just leave that empty and put it in later if I find it. I'm sure if like a bunch of people were watching me, they would get really upset that I'm just skipping pieces and moving on when it's probably here and I just need to look a little harder, but I don't know. I can always go back. A minute after I would have rolled up. Did my music end? I guess, yeah, it's been 90 minutes. That was the end of the music. I'll play it again. Back to the beginning. There's also the satisfying part of the Lego build when you get toward the end and the pieces are much easier to find and it goes a lot quicker. Because you're only looking through 100 pieces instead of, 1,000. Okay. Now I've like totally lost track of where I am. I'm building this level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm building the back layer here. Okay. Again, have to pay attention, which I haven't been doing a very good job of lately. Sometimes it feels like the sad part though, like the end of a pizza. Yeah, no, that's true too, especially with new sets. Like if it's a set I've built already, not as big of a deal. But if it's like a brand new set and you open the last bag and you know your journey is coming to an end, that is sad. Like the end of a pizza. Man, I want a pizza. I didn't eat dinner yet. Neither has my dog, so she's gonna have to. But she hasn't asked me for dinner yet. She's still sitting on the couch, just out of shot. She was walking in and out of frame, where you could see like, kind of in the background here earlier. I figured she was gonna do that during the stream, but she's settled down and is just enjoying a nap on the couch. Decided I wanted to use up the whole can of my nutty pizza sauce. Ooh. I haven't had that brand. I don't know if we have that here in the USA. Good stuff. Man, I'll have to look that up. I don't think I've ever had that before. There is one pizza place like across the street from me, like a local place. And it's sounding really good right now, but man, it's expensive. It's like 4 times as expensive as going to just a cheap chain, so it's hard to justify the purchase. But man, it's good pizza. Why is this window not? Oh, there we go. Okay. We have the window. Pieces are coming together. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up that brand. Maybe I might see it and go, oh yeah, I know this brand, but it doesn't sound familiar to me. I do love whenever I don't get to leave the country very often, but when I do, I always love to eat things that look unfamiliar to me, like brands that are unfamiliar, or things that I hear are like local favorites. All right, I lost my place. Okay, yes, I know what I'm doing. Italian tomato stuff. Man. Maybe it's an Italian night. Maybe I need to find some Italian food to eat. Oh, we're gonna get to something really cool here in a minute. These, again, not easy to see on stream. I wonder if I'd actually be able to change focus from here. Can I change focus from here? No, I think it's focus. Oh, right. Now I'm really going off the rails. Oh, yeah. So this piece, it's like, it's for a corner of a roof. It's a very odd shaped piece. All right, I hope I haven't just totally destroyed autofocus. Good, okay. Said before, feel free to come over and finish up all the pizza. Made way too much today. Never seen that piece before? Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen it in another set. And I'm sure it is in some, like some of the house sets. But you can see, like I'll just do it right now. It's gonna, I'll even zoom in. Let's get real fancy here. This might be a huge mistake. Let's zoom in. All right, so here you have these two corners. And what I think a lot of sets do, or what I've seen some sets do, is like kind of a sloppy solution, like, that piece isn't wanting to go down, but like something like this, and it's okay, but you have this weird gap here. Or I think I've seen ones where like it's just a brick that you just put in the corner like that. There we go. But with this piece, it creates this perfect bridge between the corners, and then you have this nice little corner right there. I always thought that piece was really cool. Feel free to leave it like that. Appreciate the zoom. Oh, I bumped the mic again. Let's see. Actually, I should have done this earlier, like done a really closer zoom. Beyond satisfying. It really is. So let's see. Yeah, because you don't really need to see anything else that's on the screen. I'm just going to zoom in and try and not lean in the way as we finish up this build. If I were to ever do this again, I would like do some kind of overhead camera that I could switch to. That would be really fun. Should place that piece down like 10 more times. So satisfying. I'll do it again just for you, Anthony. All right, ready? Ready? Boom. That wasn't even what I was supposed to do right now in the instructions, but that's okay. Totally lost my place now, but worth it. Oh yeah, so I need to build in some of this metal. Oof. There's a bunch of middle pieces here that build out the top of the roof a little bit. There you go, nice sleeve shot. There's so many better ways to set this up than the way I did. No for next time. Thank you for that, you're welcome. Just for you. I think this is my wife texting me that she's watching the stream. I sent her the stream and now I think she's tuning in. She's taking care of some pets tonight, so this is what I do. And no, I don't know how to turn down those notifications. I feel like you're sitting behind me. looking over my shoulder. You should do this for shooting brick films. Like, as you're actually shooting them, just set up a quiet camera behind you, just in a quiet studio. Watch you move them like frame by frame. All right, I think we're ready for the next page. Oh yeah, here's where it all comes together. And these pieces are gonna like stack up too until they meet at a point, which is really satisfying. This is the satisfying part. All right, so we're gonna do another one. Boom. Look at that. Yeah, this will be, I'll do it like at an angle like this. Do a time lapse recently. Spent way too much time setting up the time lapse. That's kind of how I feel about this stream. Like, I wanted to just build a Lego set and test some live stream equipment, and I've probably spent longer doing them simultaneously than if I just done them separately, but... All right, next layer. We're gonna put these on now. It's gonna stack it up. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. So now we're starting to create a bit of a shape there, which is pretty sweet. Oh, actually that's the wrong piece. I'm way going out of order here. Mostly going off of memory. Greetings for the wife. Jesse, you're being shouted out. All right. Oh man, I've flown too close to the sun. Now I can't see what's happening. Oh, okay. Gone out of order and now I'm confusing myself. All right, we'll put this back section on. Getting real close. If you ever need a bunch of red ramp pieces, like a ton of them, this is the set for you. Oh! Found a missing piece. We were looking for this tile earlier. Okay, so now we have the back section. Oh, we need to do this. All right, we'll do it in the other order this time. Put the corner piece in. And then the side, yeah. It's coming together. Last house you built was Emmett's home from the second Lego. Oh yes, I love his like little happy house, even though they're living through like the apocalypse, the Mad Max apocalypse essentially. Those were amazing movies. Brilliant set. I'll have to look that one up. I don't think I knew they made a set of that. I have quite a few house sets. I really like the house sets. I was always really into those. Oh no. Disaster has struck. Do this wrong? No, I'm doing this right. Just gotta believe. I did it again. Both of them are great films. Yeah, the second one really came and went, sadly. Watched it twice at the cinema and felt very awkward, of course. Yeah, we went and saw it in theaters too. But yeah, I don't think the second one didn't do very well. Like, from a box office perspective, which I was really sad about because I thought they were great. I thought they were better than your average children's movie, for sure. Both of them I thought were really good. The Batman and the Ninjago ones were good too. All those movies were good. The second experience was quite nice because it was basically an empty screening. I love empty movie theaters. Just empty screenings where you're the only one. Oh, forgot to put a piece in here. Oh, that's a mega block. I was talking to a viewer earlier about this piece. Let's see, can I get it in focus? Not really. This is from a Lego or a Mega Bloks NASCAR set that somehow ended up in this kit, but we will put it away. Felt very lucky when watching Blade Runner 2049 in an empty screening. Oh yeah, because that movie I think did well. I just love getting to go to movies instead of just watching them at home. That's always a fun experience. All right, the satisfaction is getting more satisfying, and then just wait. I don't know if you know about these pieces, but next we're gonna put, come on, focus up, there we go. These slanted roof pieces that are gonna give us just a perfect edge. So no studs are even gonna be showing on top, it's just gonna be this nice perfect line at the top. Love those pieces, yeah. Haven't been in a cinema since the pandemic started. Go retro in particular for some reason. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know that I have these in any other set, but these are, yeah, this is an older piece, I think. Yeah, I've been to a few movies recently at a point when the pandemic wasn't very bad in our area, and unfortunately now it's bad again, but I have no problem wearing my mask to a movie theater if I get to go sit in a theater. It's fun. Okay, two last big pieces here to put right in the top. All right, two more layers. Getting pretty close here. Uh-oh. Might have built, I built a layer wrong. I have to take off, I'll flip it around. Yeah, all these line up just perfect. There's no overlapping. Not too hard of a fix. But I am the kind of person that will fix it. I'm not going to let that go unchecked. messed up again. Do the same, yeah. Because otherwise it'll stand out to me. It's all I'll notice about the build. I also did find, I just noticed, this piece that we were missing earlier. We'll have to go back and fix that. So we'll get away with almost no missing pieces. There are some 1x1 light gray tiles that we had to replace with dark gray that I lost many years ago. Okay, now we can build up this back layer. All right, flip this back around. Now we're getting close. There we go. My OCD always cools down whenever I do anything Lego. That's awesome. I mean, I'm sure there have been studies about the effects of building Lego for stress relief and just general anti-anxiety. Oh, we are on the last page of the instructions. I have a lot of leftover pieces. Oh, but it's a crater set. You can build 2 other houses, some smaller houses. OCD acting up when it comes to editing. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Oh, a piece is rolling. I don't know if you can see that one. I don't think so. Trying to cheat out so my sweatshirt doesn't get in the way of the shot. Oh no, are we really a piece short here? I'm missing this one corner, this 1x2 slope. Am I really missing this? Is there anywhere else? Because I have slopes left over. The soundtrack to Mario Stalking Peach. It's true though. Such a goofy song and I love it. I feel like I hear this song in a lot of videos of YouTubers I follow, like gaming YouTubers. Do I dare leave the stream and go to the basement and pull from my collection the slope piece I need? Actually, I could scoot everything. Could I make... I'm interrupting myself. Oh. Oh, I just found it. It's in a place where it's not supposed to be. It's right here. And it's not supposed to be. How did I mess that up? So that should be a 4 and a 2 and a 3 instead of a 1 and a 4. Piece rolling off again. Panic, the piece is rolling off. All right, well, we have to do some demolition. But we salvage the piece that we need. All right, and then we're gonna do 4. I don't know if I should be embarrassed by all these mistakes I'm making, but it's like the Let's Play curse that people play worse when they're streaming. Can apply to Lego too, I think. And actually, this gives us an opportunity to look at like what it looks like on the inside, because from my camera angle, you couldn't really see the inside very well, but now you can see just kind of all the structure in here and these rows of 2x4s stacked. It's pretty cool. All right, so now we can place, where'd it go? Here it is. Place these pieces. And then it's a 2. You kept distracting me. I don't know about that. Don't know how I'd handle more viewers commenting. I genuinely have wondered and thought about that before. Like if I did have, not even, like obviously I could never have the numbers of viewers that many streamers have, but if I ever got to the point where I had like 100 people watching me and maybe 20 or 30 people commenting, I don't know how I would do trying to keep up with all that. I know, like, at that point you don't read every comment, you don't read everything people are saying, and you just kind of skim the highlights, but I've wondered about that before. Okay, now if we were some other Lego house sets, we would be done right now. We would stop right here, and that would be the end of the set. But the thing I really do like about this set is these angle pieces I was talking about earlier. So now we're gonna do one last row with the angle pieces. Oh, and I've messed it up already. I don't think a brick separator is gonna help me much here. Now comes the most satisfying part. Yes. Here, what's the most satisfying angle for this? Maybe like this. There's a dog hair in this. I know you probably can't see it on stream since I'm streaming at a pretty low quality, but getting pretty close. All right, and then we'll tack on these. Actually, wait. Okay, I'm waiting. I've had this tea sitting here this whole time I haven't been drinking. Your hand covers the whole thing, but I guess that's fine. Here, I'll try and like, for the really satisfying piece. Boom. Get that perfect angle. Come on, focus. Yes. We'll get really, really close in. We're just slowly zooming in closer and closer as we do this. All right, other side. The music is fitting too. Oh wait, did I do that? Oh, I did the wrong piece. I did the wrong piece. Okay, take that back. That's actually kind of hard to take off. Okay. This is not... Oh, it really doesn't know how to focus on this. Come on. Switch into manual focus again. This might be a disaster, but this is important. So this is not the right piece. This is just like a normal slope piece, but we actually need this piece that really comes to a point. It has a little bit of a slant to one direction versus this one is just straight across. Even more satisfying. Get a nice little curve there. Bring all these slopes together. And we'll do it on the other side. Yes. But we're still not done. We have these. And for that, we have another piece that I don't know that I've ever seen before. That is, it's like a straight across like this, but it's got a little wing, a little tail on the back. And that way, it fits perfectly into that. Lego was honestly better back in those days. They've done some cool things, but I think they do rely on more custom molded pieces. I guess this is a custom molded piece, but like I feel like now they might make this whole joint just one big piece instead of these little pieces that are really satisfying to put together. Quite a few of those pieces in the Emmett house in blue. Oh, yeah, I'm really gonna look that set up because that sounds like something I might really enjoy. All right, just one more. Yeah, I just love how beautifully that all comes together. That looks so nice. All right, same on this side. And we're almost done, but we have one last little thing. Contradicts the statement you just made, but the Emmett house is a perfect set, and thus an exception. Yeah, a lot of, because I do have newer house sets, and they don't use any of these pieces, so it's definitely kind of an older set thing from what I think. All right, there's that. Okay, I lied, that was not the last page of the instructions. There's another one that shows it being put on the house. One other thing, the last step that they, let me zoom out a little bit. One other thing they give you is these gray shutters that you can pop into the windows. But I remember at some point I did like a pick-a-brick at a Lego store and they had green shutters. And I thought the green worked well with this house. And it's a little more festive, a little more Christmassy since we're, I don't know, I guess ringing in the Christmas season. So I'm gonna snap on, I guess I'll do the shutters open like this on either side. That piece is rolling away. This one little round piece is just determined to roll away. Go with green. Okay, good. These are really satisfying to put on too. Maybe. Let's see, how many do we have? Is that it? Oh, I have... Well, let's see. Here's the question. Maybe you can help me decide, Anthony. So I have 3 windows here. 1, 2, and then 3, one on the side. I only have 2 more green shutters. Should I do gray shutters on the bottom windows or just do no shutters and only do shutters on the top? Because I have enough gray shutters to do the bottom 3 windows, but I don't know if that would be weirder than just like not doing shutters on them. I guess, let's see. I'm gonna put the roof on. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we can see what we're feeling. Moment of truth. All right. It's like actually not snapping on. Oh, the piece stuck on here. That'll work better now. Yeah, okay. I don't have very good lighting to show the front of this, but if you have 2 sets of green, then maybe just do the 2 in front. But if not, then maybe no shutters. Yeah, I only have 1 more set of green. I think it's, yeah, actually. So the way the instructions show it, it's only got 1 shutter on either side of the window, so we could do that. That's probably the way to go. Oh, and I want to fix this stand-in piece. Hopefully not destroy everything. Yes. All right. There we go. We have the nice tile work. I do really like the tile work. It's simple, but it's fun. Tilt it up. That might get the lighting a little better. The door that opens up. Shutters. Yeah, that's a good compromise, yeah. And then we have no furniture in the house. Oh, I found, here we go. This is the last piece we were missing, was right here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just take the time and do it, right? Try to destroy as little as possible. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. One more piece. There we go. I should. Uh oh. What'd I do wrong? Oh, yeah. There we go. Oops. There we go. Yeah, you can see the inside of the house. Not a whole lot going on, but you know, that's for the new tenants to decide what's going to happen in here. Oops. This isn't like quite sitting properly. What? Oh, haha. Forgot to put this giant piece back on. At this point, I'm just making a huge mess. There we go. Okay. Now we can be happy. And we have all this extra stuff. All these extra pieces. There's some black roof pieces in here for one of the other sets that has just like a tiny little black roof, which is pretty cool. Oh, and we need our our trees. Just set it out front. So, yeah, now what I'll probably do, I have some Christmas lights around that I'll like thread through. I'll actually probably take out a couple pieces in the sides and thread Christmas lights through. And then next time I go to the store, I'll get like some cotton balls to lay down, kind of make a snow looking thing. And then I'll probably add like, maybe build a little snowman to put in the yard. And it looks really cool when it's lit up. And yeah, that's my holiday tradition from a long time ago that I haven't done in a long time. So with that, I'm probably going to say goodbye. That was a very unexpected, very elongated break for me. But I do not regret sticking around. It was pleasant chatting and watching. Yeah, absolutely. It was really great to meet. Well, we've talked a little bit, but great to hang out with you. And I'm going to check out your videos after I log off here. And I'll let you know about that, what I hear back on that train game. And hopefully I'll have a video to show, and hopefully I'll have like a live working web demo that you can walk through yourself. So that's kind of the goal. Do a brick film of Luke Skywalker just walking in. Oh my gosh, wow. That's funny that you've seen that. Yeah, what? I don't even remember what video I did that in. What video was that in? It was definitely a Lego video. Maybe the backlot video. Yeah, that's my proudest brick film moment. Oh man. Yeah, well, have a great night. I think you're my only viewer, except I think my wife might be just lurking. Was it? Yeah, I think it was in backlot. I think that's right. Man, this is a lot of fun. I might do this again, just for the heck of it. It's kind of fun, just to do, and maybe build a few more things along the process. Most of your video essays are full of spoilers. Well, I won't watch the Twin Peaks ones because I really want to watch that, but yeah, I'm excited to check them out. So thanks for hanging out in the chat unexpectedly, and I guess I'm ready to go live stream a wedding now. With that, I will probably be on again. I don't know. This was really fun. I might do this again. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.